how aware were you of Stargate before the audition?
Not very. So when I first went to the audition and was researching the show, I pretty much watched as many episodes as were available at the time. But yeah, not really. But it was a really good show. I continued watching it long after I was on the show, just as a fan, right?
Oh,
So
really? So you became one?
yeah, I definitely became a
Oh,
fan of
that's
the show after
great.
that.
Did you
Yeah.
see Maternal Instinct in season 3, which sets the stage for your episode with Keb, the monk there, whom you're kind of a chip off the old block of? Did you see that any of that episode before your audition? And if so, did that inform your approach at all?
Absolutely. So
Okay.
yeah, we were able to see that episode and kind of see what they were trying to set up and kind of go for. Um, but yeah, so some of the choices you made as the character. I mean, they pretty much tell you what as a kid what they're looking for, and you try and emulate it as best you can without really knowing too much what you're doing, right? But
Exactly.
yeah, so I mean, you'd have it explained to you from the directors and things like that, and other actors, kind of what they're hoping for,
Uh,
which really help as a kid.
oh,
So,
absolutely. Do you remember anything about the audition?
uh,
I know I'm really pulling it
not
back
the
in.
edition itself, but
Okay.
I remember a lot about actually filming. So, but
Okay.
the actual audition itself was kind of a whirlwind.
Like you.
Yeah, we didn't really think anything of it either at the time, because it was just one audition of many that we were going on, and so you tend not to think about the audition and try and put it in the back of your mind and not be hopeful, because more likely than not you're not going to get the role. So when
Right.
you do get the role, it's like, okay, now I can be excited about it, or when they do callbacks, you can kind of get a little more excited, but you try and forget about it altogether and try and just move on with your day. Because otherwise it's, as a kid, we're constantly not getting picked for things that
For
can kind of.
sure. How many how many are you up against when you have an on-site audition? How many Shifus are in the room with you? Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 4? I mean,
So when you go in for an audition,
yeah.
they have auditions for days on end, right? And they
Oh,
have an audition. Every audition's 15 minutes long. So you're in a waiting room. There's about 5 or 6 other kids with you for just that 1 hour period,
wow.
and then they move on to the next. So they're going through hundreds and hundreds of kids.
My gosh. Wow,
Yeah,
just to get the right one. So it does
yeah,
kind of like feel like winning the lottery when you get it.
absolutely right. And then you try to forget the ones that you don't, because the chances of you being picked out of these hundreds of kids is quite slim.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm really adept at memorizing my lines, which I think, pissed other people off sometimes, because I know my lines and your lines, right? And I'm a 10-year-old kid. So,
Yeah, well, some people that is a muscle that some people just have, and they can drill it. It goes in and they can spit it right back out. Peter
yeah,
DeLuise directed this episode. One of my favorite
yes,
directors, if not my favorite director.
he was a whole lot of fun.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Did he
He
bribe
kept,
with you with video games by any chance?
not with video games, but no, we kept goofing around, and he kept telling me to quit hitting on his girlfriend.
Anne Marie?
Yeah,
Anne Marie was there?
yeah. So,
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
When you got the sides for this, did you have any kind of thought where it's like, this character is kind of cool? I'm basically a weapon. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The coolest part was, like, I've got all this power, to be good or evil. So that, I mean, that was really kind of cool. And the premise of the episode kind of escaped me until later when we watched the episode, but to really understand the significance of it. But that was cool. I mean, the first thing you read in that you coming in as a tornado. I mean, that's pretty badass. I thought as a kid. So I mean, you can kind of understand the power of this one character to kind of
Exactly.
either side.
They're these things. We don't really know what they are yet. We eventually find out that they're what the ancients became, and just to reestablish for everybody, Apophis sired a child with Daniel's wife Share between seasons 1 and season 2. And in season 2, Shifu is born. Big blue eyes on this little boy by season 3. And then season 4, they bring you in. And we've been looking for this child, but we weren't looking for him to be 12. We were looking for him to be 2, you know?
Right.
And then you come out of this storm and everyone's like, okay, what are we dealing with here? We're dealing with something powerful. And what is it? What is it beyond that? Did you find the language to be bizarre, intimidating, and was it hard to maintain this facade of just like, I don't get to be myself? And maybe you were quieter. I'm curious. Were you quieter? Were you more like Shifu, or were you the opposite?
No, I think I'm more like Shifu.
Okay.
And I'm quite more reserved that way. So that actually felt a little bit more natural to me, to kind of take a step back and be thoughtful with your words. But no, I had no idea what I was really saying at the time.
I don't think anyone does now.
You know, you kind of get it. Oma teaches, right? And
Oma teaches.
I'm teaching him right now. And so like things like that. But then I forget what the last line was.
Thank you for telling me of my mother.
What's that, sir?
Thank you for telling me about my mother.
Yeah.
That gets me in the feels every time.
Yeah.
But a spark lights a flame, but the candle can only burn as long as the wick.
That's right. Yeah, that's
Rick is
pretty
funny.
wise. Yeah. So he's like, I think what he's saying is the good wick is, or a long wick is good, is always good to have. Or something like
It's essential to the whole ball of wax.
That's right. Yeah. That made me giggle pretty hard watching it with my daughter the other day.
Oh, yes. So I'm going to get to that in a minute. Do you remember what Shifu's name meant?
No, I don't.
Light.
Light. That's right.
Yeah.
That makes sense too when you think back. Yeah.
But actually, in Chinese, it has several different meanings. One of which is master. So it's again relating. You know, you've inside this avatar of a small child. You have God knows what kind of power. You know, once he comes to the SGC, he is the most powerful force on Earth.
Yeah.
And that's kind of spooky. You rewatched this the other day.
I did.
With your oldest?
Yeah, she made it about halfway through the film and then got disinterested.
She did.
Yeah, she didn't finish it watching it with me, unfortunately.
Oh no!
But I made my girlfriend stay and watch the whole thing.
Wait, did that hurt your feelings just a little bit?
No,
Okay.
if you know my daughter, she's seen me. She just gets distracted.
Okay. Well, you are bookending the story. You're not there for really the middle portion of it, except to eat a bowl of Fruit Loops.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I didn't get to eat Fruit Loops as a kid, so that was my favorite scene throughout the whole show.
Oh, really? They let you eat them. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was so full and sick by the end of that episode, though. But I'll tell you that.
Thanks for watching this clip from Dial the Gate. You can find the full live stream shows on our YouTube channel or visit dialthegate.com for the complete schedule. See you on the other side.